Hi, if you don't know, I'm an Eagle Scout. I've done 2 videos in the past about scout camps, but I want to do another thing that's about all my favorite scouting memories, not just camps. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. One of my favorite campouts of all time is when I went to Sea Base. Sea Base is a camp where you get to go scuba diving into a protective coral reef, which is really cool because all these sea animals that are normally afraid of humans that would swim away are now coming up to me being like, yo, what's up, my bro? I even got to have some sharks come up to me, and they did not bother me whatsoever. One funny thing that happened there was they were serving milkshakes there, and the lady working there asked me for my name. I said Ethan, and then she said, "Is that spelled with a K?" And I'm like, "A K? No, it is not spelled with a K." And she said, "Sorry, my friend spells Ethan with a K." Like, okay. One of my favorite times when we went camping was when we went camping at a NASA Space Center. We even got to do a little training simulator. I'm just gonna say, if I went into space, nothing bad would possibly happen, and I definitely would not drive everyone directly into a black hole based on the sim. Another thing that was there was a little robot that was serving ice cream, which at the time I thought was very cool, but now that I'm older, I'm like, whose job did you take, you little robot? Another time when we went camping was on a mountain. Now, I was the oldest scout there, so I was in charge. And the scary thing about this camp out wasn't exactly the camp out itself, it's how we got up there. You see, this was on a mountain, so we had to drive up there. But the problem was, the road was so thin that any wrong turn, and you would go, whoa! And it mean the difference between life and death. So, we were watching the Five Nights at Freddy's movie when this happened, so I paused the movie, being like, alright guys, we need to be quiet. My dad needs full focus if he's gonna do this. So, we got us through, and another thing that happened was, kids threw rocks at each other when we got done setting up camp. And I'm just being there like, okay, don't throw rocks at each other. I leave. I come back a few minutes later, and now they're throwing sticks at each other. I'm like, okay, don't throw anything at each other. Overall, I say that camp out went pretty well. Another interesting thing that happened was as we were leaving. You see, to get up there, we took my mom's minivan, since it had the TV in there. The thing is, this minivan was not really built for mountains, so to get back home, it was a bit of a challenge. All of us had to get out, get our stuff out, just make the van as light as possible. And even then, we still needed like a ton of people and even like a tow truck at one point just to get us out of there. Thankfully, we got out of there and no problems on the rest of the way back home. Now, then, I have had a lot of campout experiences, but I feel like if I'm going to cover all my favorite campout experience and all my favorites, period, we're going to need a lightning round. So, here we go. One time at a camp we usually go to, there was a tornado and everybody had to get into the dining hall. Now, I'm not saying, when I say favorite memory, I don't mean all the memories are going to be good. I just mean they're very interesting. So, another time was when we went camping on a military submarine. Don't ask, I honestly don't remember myself. All I do remember was that was one of the best night's sleeps of my life. That's really all I can say. And moving on was when we went camping in military. There was a lot of bunk beds, and so we didn't sleep on the ground for once. And surprisingly, we learned a lot about the military there. As you can probably tell, there have been a lot of campouts I've been a part of. And as an Eagle Scout, I hope I can continue helping newer scouts and my little brother eventually climb the ranks to reach Eagle alongside me. It's such a big journey, and the rewards are definitely worth it, and just the feeling of satisfaction is good. So, like and subscribe. I want to see y'all guys next time, and make sure you have yourself a good day. or night. I don't know when this is coming out. So see ya. Hi, so if you're wondering what happened to my Instagram and thread, frankly I don't know myself. They got it taken down. So I really don't know. I'm trying to get Instagram and Thread to work with me, but if you want to follow me on my socials, there's my Facebook page as well as my Twitter. That's pretty much about it. I gotta say, this video though, probably was my favorite one to animate. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Um, Next video, hopefully come up soon, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.